I hope everyone out there is doing well and having an amazing, epic Gurpurb weekend. We hope everyone went to the Guru Ghar, everyone took part in Naam Simran, Sad Sangat, listened to the Katha, learned something, did some Simran and took part in some of the Gurpurb activities out there. Hopefully you did some Seva, you met with your family and friends and you learned something about Sikhi Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Over the last 10 days from Basics of Sikhi, what we've done is we released the Countdown to Gurpurb series, 10 videos, 10 Sakhiyan counting down to Gurpurb, and in those 10 videos we had a lot of information about Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and we've got a quiz today for you. If you've been watching those videos, if you have basic knowledge of Sikhi, you will breeze through this quiz. If not, you'll learn something and pick something up. This is all basic information about Guruji, about Sikhi that we should all know, especially you youngsters out there. This is to test you and keep you on your toes. There's no strict timing with the quiz, it's just a bit of fun. So shout out at your screens, at your TV when you know the answer, and really enjoy yourselves, and let's show how much you know, show how much you've learnt. Alright, so question 1. How many jugs are there in Sikhi? Is there 1, 84, 3 or 4? And the answer is 4. Very simple. Everyone should know this. If you got that wrong, switch this video off, go back and watch the Countdown to Gurpurb series Sakhi number 1. Go back, watch that again, get that knowledge. So there's 4 jugs, Sata Jug, Dwapar Jug, Treta Jug and Kal Jug. And it's Kal Jug, in Kal Jug, this dark time we're in now, when Sikhi Guru Nanak Dev Ji came and blessed us with Naam Simran, Sad Sangat and Sikhi. Okay guys, so question 2, let's go. The earth, the Tarti, it cried out to Waheguru due to the weight of Paap and sin being so much in Kal Jug. Is this true or is this false? And the answer is true. Yes, the earth, the Tarti itself, cried out in this dark time because the weight of Paap was too much, and Parmeshwar Waheguru answered, and they came down themselves in the form of Sikhi Guru Nanak Dev Ji to save this Tarti and offer the Panth, offer a direction for the dunya to follow and lift up the weight of sin that was on this earth. Alright, so question 3. What is the name of the village Sikhi Guru Nanak Dev Ji were born? Is it Patna Sahib? Is it Talwandi Sabo Ki? Is it Raipau Ki Talwandi? Or is it Anandpur Sahib? And the answer is Raipau Ki Talwandi. We should all have known that. This was in video 1 and video 2. Patna Sahib, that's the birthplace of Guru Gobind Singh. Anandpur Sahib, that's the birthplace of the Khalsa Panth. Talwandi Sabo Ki, that is actually Guru Ki Kansi Damdama Sahib, where Guruji gave Santhya to the Singhs, and actually where Baba Deep Singh wrote numerous Sarup of Guru Granth Sahib and Dasam Guru Granth Sahib Maharaj. Raipau Ki Talwandi is the village that Guru Nanak Dev Ji was born. It's named Raipau Ki Talwandi after the father of Rai Bular, who basically had this village and looked after it. Alright, so question number 4. Which Gurdwara stands at this location now where Guru Nanak Dev Ji was born? There's a picture of the Gurdwara there. Is it Gurdwara Nanak Mata Sahib? Is it Gurdwara Janamastan? Or is it Gurdwara Nanak Chira Sahib? And the answer is Gurdwara Janamastan, and that's in Nankana Sahib, and there are 9 other Gurdwara in and around that location, all dedicated to Sikhi Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So, in which year was Guru Nanak Dev Ji born? Was it 1699, 1608, 1469 or 1468? Which of those 4? And the answer is 1469. That's the year Guru Nanak Dev Ji was born. Nice and easy. So, what's the name of Sikhi Guru Nanak Dev Ji's father? Is it Pita Kaluji? Is it Bhai Balaji? Is it Baba Buddha Ji? Or is it Rai Bular? And the answer is Pita Kaluji. Pita Kaluji is the father of Sikhi Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Bhai Balaji, that's one of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's companions, and he wrote the Janam Sakhis, and he later then recited and did Gatha of these Janam Sakhis during the time of Guru Angad Dev Ji. Baba Buddha Ji is another one of Guruji's companions, and he is known as Shromani Sikh. He spent so much time with the Guru, it's unbelievable. He did seva from Guru Nanak Dev Ji all the way to Guru Nanak Dev Ji in their 6th form as Guru Har Gobind Sahib. So he served the Guru for a long time. And then we have Rai Bular, who's the head of the village that Guru Nanak Dev Ji was born. Alright, so now question 7. What's the name of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji's mother, their Mata Ji? Is it Mata Gujari Ji, Bibi Nanaki Ji, Mata Tripta Ji, or Mata Banasri Ji? Very easy, very simple. You should all know this. Answer is Mata Tripta Ji. We know Mata Gujari Ji is the mother of Guru Gobind Singh. Bibi Nanaki, we'll test you about who that is later. And Mata Banasri Ji is the grandmother of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So let's go now. So what's the name of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's sister? Simple. Is it Benji? Is it Bibi Amaro? Is it Mata Tripta Ji? Or is it Bibi Nanaki? Very simple. You should all know this. You should all be screaming out. Answer is Bibi Nanaki. Bibi Nanaki was 5 years older than Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and she was the very first Sikh. She believed in Guru Nanak Dev Ji right to the very soul. She knew straight away that Guruji is special, and she is the very first Sikh. So the answer is Bibi Nanaki. So now, what is the name of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's grandfather? Is it Baba Shivram Ji? Is it Malik Pago? Is it Bapu Ji, or is it Mehta Kalu Ji, the name of Guruji's grandfather? And the answer, Baba Shivram Ji. If you look back at Sakhi number 1, the answer was in there and is referenced again in Sakhi number 2, and it's Baba Shivram Ji. And he did a lot of bhakti. He was a very good, very righteous person. Now, what is the name of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji's Chacha Ji, the younger brother of his father, Bhai Kalu Ji? Is it Bhai Mardana? Is it Bhai Bala? Is it Bhai Lalu? Or is it Bhai Lalo? Is it, okay, what is it? And the answer is Bhai Lalu Ji. Okay, so obviously Bhai Mardana, that's the Rababi that stayed with Guru Nanak. Bhai Bala, he's one of Guruji's companions. And then we have a sort of trick, a split, Bhai Lalu and Bhai Lalo. Bhai Lalu was Guruji's Chacha, the brother of Bhai Kalu Ji. Bhai Lalo Ji, that was a Sikh that Guruji stayed with in Sayyidpur near Ahmedabad. And remember the Sakhi of Guruji squeezing the two prashad there. One belonged to Bhai Lalo and one belonged to Malik Pago. So that's the answer there. So there you go. Chacha Ji is named Bhai Lalu Ji. Okay. Question 11. Who was the first person to see Guru Nanak Dev Ji? Who was the first person to have darshan of Guruji? Was it Guruji's father, Mehta Kalu Ji? Was it Daulat Dai? Was it Bibi Nanaki? Or was it Mata Tripta Ji? The first person to see Guru Nanak Dev Ji and have darshan. And the answer is Daulat Dai. She was the head midwife who delivered Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and she was the first person on earth to have darshan of Paramatma Waheguru in the form of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Okay, so Daulat Dai, that head midwife, she was the first person to have darshan. But when Guruji was born, what were the words that she heard from Guruji's mouth? Was it Satnam? Was it Akal? Was it Satkartar? Or was it Waheguru? What did she say that she heard Guruji utter from their lips? And it's actually Satkartar. And she told this Sakhi later on when she was recalling the story of the birth. And she said she swore that she heard the word Satkartar coming from Guruji's lips. Okay. So moving on. What time was Guru Nanak Dev Ji born? Was it 3 a.m., 12:45 p.m., 6 a.m. or 12:45 a.m.? And the answer is 12:45 a.m. As referenced in the Janam Sakhis and Nanak Prakash, Guruji was born at this time. Okay, so now moving on swiftly. What was Guru Nanak Dev Ji doing the moment they were born? Were they laughing? Were they crying? Were they silent? Or was Guruji screaming at this time? And the answer is laughing. In fact, Daulat Dai reports that Guruji was laughing in the way that a very wise person laughs when they see a friend after a very long time. And that's coming in the Countdown to Gurpurb series. Those who watch the series would know. Very easy. So let's go now. Question 15. Who was the very first person to matha take Guru Sahib's charan? So put their matha down onto Guru Sahib's pavitra, beautiful charan, their feet, after they were born. Was it Rai Balar? Was it Daulat Dai? Was it Pita Kalu Ji? Or was it Pandit Hardyal? And the answer is, it was Pandit Hardyal. He was called the day Guruji was born to draw up a Janam Patri. And when he's met Guru Nanak Dev Ji, when he looked at Guru Nanak Dev Ji, he knew straight away that this is no normal baby. This is an avatar of Akal Purkh. And he was so overjoyed that he bowed down. And his matha was the first matha to touch the charan of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Let's go now. Question 16. What was the job, the occupation of Guruji's father, Pita Kaluji? Was he a farmer? Was he a patwari, like a land administrator? Was he a shopkeeper? Or was he a doctor? And the answer is, he was a patwari, a land administrator, for in fact 20 villages, including his own. He was well respected, well educated, and that was his job. Okay. So when Guru Nanak Dev Ji now, question 17, when Guru Nanak Dev Ji was 5 years old, this was in Sakhi 5, so if you think back, when Guruji was 5, they used to take expensive items, and dishes from their home and do what? Would they take those dishes and gold and jewelry and what, throw it in the river? Sell them for profit? Give them to the poor? Or leave them in the mandir? And what Guruji would do was, in fact, Guruji would give them to the poor. Guruji was the home of compassion. Ever since they came to earth, Guruji was compassion, and they gave everything and anything they had to the poor. Okay, question 18. What colour was the snake who provided shade for Guruji when they slept? So if we think back to the Sakhi number 9, Guruji went out with the cows, and as they were resting, Guruji also rested and went to sleep under a tree, and a snake came and provided shade for them. What colour was that snake? Green, white, black, or was it camouflage? And the answer is white. It was an extremely rare white cobra who gave shade over Guruji. And speaking about cobras, the word for cobra that we use, as Sikh use, is Pujangi. Saint Pujangi is the name that the Sahibzade were given, and is the name that every Sikh child is given, Pujangi. And just a reminder, keep your eyes out for a Pujangi poster with the rules of what it is to be a Pujangi, and also a Pujangi guidelines book that's coming out very soon, so stay tuned for that. And question 19. When Mata Tripta Ji had a dream, who did she see in her dream praising her son? Were it the Devi Devte, angelic beings? Was it kings and queens? Was it holy saints? Or was it the friends and family? And the answer is, it was the Devi Devte, angelic beings, who she saw, Mataji saw in her dream, that were praising her son and throwing full and spraying beautiful sandalwood sprays. And when she woke up, she in fact even saw flowers around Guruji's body, around their sarir as they were resting. How beautiful was that? Alright, question 20. Let's see how much you remember, guys. Who was the teacher who taught Guru Nanak Dev Ji at the madrasa school for the first time? What was that teacher's name? Was it Pandit Hardyal? Was it Gopal Panda? Was it Mulana Ji? Or was it Haridas? And the answer is, it was Gopal Panda. What did Guruji, question 21, what did Guruji instruct Gopal Panda to burn? Was it his belongings? Was it his emotional attachments? Was it his school? Or was it his books? And the answer is his emotional attachments. And if you got that wrong, emotional damage. You should have got that right. You should have been watching those Sakya. You should have learnt what was going on. And that's when Guruji uchared the Shabad and then informed him to burn his emotional attachments and to make ink and to write the praises of Akal Purkh Waheguru. Question 22. What is the name of the doctor who came to see Guruji when his family thought that he was not well? Was it Vaid Ji? Was it Santok? Was it Haridas? Or was it Rai Bular? What was the name of that doctor? Think back to the Sakhi. Guruji wasn't well. The doctor came, reached and grabbed Guruji's arm. Guruji reacted and gave him Sikhiya. Come on, you should know this. Haridas, very simple. That was the doctor who came to treat Guruji. In fact, it was Guruji that treated this doctor, and the doctor became a Sikh and a disciple of Guruji and used to come to Guruji and learn from them. All right, coming towards the end now, just a few questions left. Question 23. What was Guru Nanak Dev Ji's first job? What was the first job they did? We had a whole Sakya on this. Think about it. Was it working in the store? Was it being a patwari just like their father? Was it taking care of cows? Or was it farming? Very simple. Taking care of the cows. And they later did do farming and they did work in a store, but the first job they did was taking care of their cows. Alright, so now a question. How many rupees, rupiye, did Guruji use to start the langar with? Was it none? Actually, the langar started with love, 2, 20, 3, 10 or 100. How many rupiye, how many rupees did Guruji use to start the langar? And their answer is 20. 20 rupees is what started the langar. That still goes on today. Just imagine how much money's been spent of langar since then till now. It will be billions. And langar that is taken and given to the saints, to holy people, and to people suffering across the world, wherever there's war and anything like that. Sikh have been there and gone there and served langar. Tanya Guru Ka Langar. Every time we sit and have langar, we should just think about how blessed we are to eat this langar. It's not just free food. There's a spiritual story behind it. Sikhi is in every morsel of that langar that we eat. Let's go, people. Question. Okay, now we've got a bonus question. Which word appears the most in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj? Is it the word Nanak, Ram, Har or Naam? These words all occur a lot, and what is the one that occurs the most? And that word is Har, and it comes approximately 9,288 times. So there you go. Let's do it. Let's have another bonus question. Come on, people. And this bonus question is, which of the Guru Sahibs listed, there's 4 Guru Sahibs listed, has the most Bani in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj? So we're coming to the end now. This is the last question. Make sure you know what, 5 points for this question. If you get this one right, you win. You win in the dunya, you win in life. Was it Guru Nanak Dev Ji's got the most Bani of these 4? Guru Angad Dev Ji, Guru Amar Das Ji, or is it Guru Ram Das Ji? Which of these Gurus has the most Bani in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, who is our Guru, a Juga Juga Tal Guru, the Guru that will remain Guru forever and ever? And the answer is Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Guru Nanak Dev Ji has 974 Shabads. Guru Angad Dev Ji has 62. Guru Amar Das Ji, as you can see, has 907. And Sri Guru Ram Das Ji has 679. And in fact, Guru Arjan Dev Ji has even more. Guru Arjan Dev Ji has approximately 2,218 Shabads in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Wow. So this was just a small quiz to recap your knowledge, test what you know about Sikhi, test what you learnt from those 10 Sakya. If you did amazing, well done, respect. If you didn't do amazing, at least you listened, at least you learned, at least you've learned something, at least you're learning like me. I would have probably got like 1 out of all these questions, but slowly with you guys, we're learning together. Hopefully you guys had an awesome Gurpurb. Hopefully you learned something from this quiz. Now go listen to Sakya. And remember, these Sakya that you listen to in the Son Sakhi series or in the Godwara or anywhere, they are not just stories. They are not stories. They are not just there for your entertainment to put you to sleep. These Sakya contain Sikya. These Sakya will give you morals, will give you Sikhi, will teach you how to live. So pay attention, guys. Bol chuk maaf karna from all the galtiyan. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome, epic Gurpurb weekend. Go out there, do some seva. Go out there, do this quiz again, and you should know all the answers. Take care, guys. Bol chuk maaf karna. Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa. Waheguru Ji ki Fateh.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh.